Ooh. He's struggling over there. Look at you. First time, I remember mine.
Hey, Catalyst crew. Welcome to Catalyst Corner, episode 31. It's Friday, so we've got Partially Proficient on here with us, and yeah, let's get into it.
Oh,
yeah, a little trouble with the, well, we're switching it up.
Yeah, it's a different game, I know.
What do we got?
Got the old Allagash triple.
Ooh, a Belgian-style ale.
Yeah, I'm on board for the Belgian ale.
Give it a little,
let
me give it a little taste.
It's very good.
Oh, yeah. Tasty.
Right out of the fridge, cold.
Yeah, nice and cold. It's what you need.
Yeah, so.
How you doing?
You know I'm doing good. Actually been pretty good recently.
That's good.
Yeah, things going well at work.
Good.
Took the gun out of my mouth.
Good.
In a metaphorical sense. And a literal sense.
Yeah, we've been busy at the store.
Yeah.
Good Black Friday.
Yeah. You were telling me
people
about
showed
that.
up, so thank you guys for that. We're getting just hit 400 products on the store.
Ooh.
Yep. And today was our 700th sale.
Yeah, all right. So big day, 400 products, 700 sales.
Yeah, we almost 300 5-star reviews, so we're right up in there.
I would say that if we can get to 1,000 sales by the end of the year, it's a huge stretch, but you will do an OnlyFans if so, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, look, guys, if you want to see what Evan looks like completely exposed.
You don't know what my content on OnlyFans would be.
Yeah, I'd like to think that you would go. You'd expose all the way.
I think I'd start with my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, again, okay. Well, you're listening to this. Go on the store.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll start like a Feet Finder account or something.
It doesn't need to be big purchases. Just little things. Get us to 1,000.
Buy the potato.
Yeah, the potato's huge. People love it.
Bestseller.
It is. Yeah. So get us there and.
Who knows? Who knows what kind of debauchery?
You get to see like a 30-plus-year-old man.
Man's hobbit feet, yeah. Overweight.
Overweight, middle-aged podcaster.
Yeah, you don't want to see any of that.
No, it's not great. It's it's the same deal for me. There's nothing anyone wants to see here.
Well, you got that mustache, though.
Oh, yeah, I've been rocking the mustache lately.
You want to give me can you give me your best Kratos?
Boy.
Ooh. That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you got to go for boy.
Wow.
I know. It's not like it's just one of those key words in the character's like lexicon. It's easy to like speak around
it. It gets you into the character.
Right. You got to put yourself in that headspace.
Yeah. I do not grieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like some Kratos.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do a Game Awards. The Game Awards happens every year.
Right.
Put on by Jeff Keighley.
Yep.
And it's come a long way. I remember way back in the day when it was like awkward and you had like...
Oh, yeah.
Because they were just trying to get
but
clout.
They're feeling it out. It's trying to make it the event that it is.
You know what? It's like, it's an award show that actually has value. Because
you think so?
They show so many
true
up-and-coming
previews
games.
And yeah, it's a good place to present new things. You're right.
So I thought we'd pick apart some key moments.
Yeah, I got a cliff notes of it. I watched a lot of the clips. I haven't seen the entirety of it, I'll be entirely honest, but I think I've seen enough to break it down.
Yeah, I think you know the highlights in any case.
Yeah.
I watched it through. All 3 hours of it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's who you are.
Yeah, well, I knew we were going to talk about it, so I did the homework. Excuse me.
Yeah, I just copied the homework.
So I figured we'd start off, obviously, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is coming out next year.
It might not be my type of game overall, but you know what? They did something cool with it. I know.
And it's rock steady.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, at least it's going to be...
It will be a good game.
Right. It'll be another Arkham game, basically. But
probably not a game changer.
No. But I think good enough.
Yeah, exactly. Executed well.
And so they did a trailer of it. And, the funny moments were funny, right? Captain Boomerang cuts the Flash's finger off. That's pretty funny. And then we had Batman show up.
Yes, we did.
And it's actually the voice of one Kevin Conroy.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And we found out that this is it. They're actually, it's going to be his last role.
Yep, he fully voiced the character.
And I believe this will be his last role as well, because obviously he passed away. But that's so exciting.
Right. It's it's nice that we get this one last chance with the voice of like the iconic voice of the character throughout games, movies.
Oh, it's the only voice I hear.
Right. That's our Batman. It's kind of interesting to see voice actors that way because you see such a changing hands of characters in films and shows. But you get voice actors. It was Kevin Conroy and
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, thank you. I couldn't get Luke Skywalker out of my head. And they've been so iconic for their respective roles as the characters, despite the changing of the guard, movie-wise. I don't know. It's just always been interesting to me that you can get those people and they stick so well.
Yeah, there aren't too many.
Right.
I would say like maybe Keith David as Spawn.
Yeah.
Is pretty good.
Right.
There's a few. But that was really exciting for me because I was very lukewarm on Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Again, kind of how I feel about it.
Right. But then when they did that, I was like, oh, I'm in.
Right. I'll probably play it just to get that experience.
I got to hear them.
Right.
So that was cool. That made me feel good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad that they included stuff like that.
And you never get that either, right? Like, usually when an actor passes away, it's like their last role is some fucking...
Right.
Whatever. And it's like, no, his last role is, Batman.
In the iconic thing.
Right. So that's cool. I was pumped about that. So they did the first award was Best Performance.
Right.
And we've had some doozies this year, I think.
Yeah, it's actually been a really good year for games.
So what I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was they get celebrities sometimes to give out awards and stuff just to add to the clout. And they rolled out Al Pacino.
That they did, yeah.
Oh. And the dude's got to be close to 80, right?
Sure. Yeah, well known for his presence in the games community.
He's a huge advocate for games, right? So he rolls out, walks out there, and he, I haven't seen him in a minute, and he just looks old, you know?
Yeah, he's very old.
Right. And so he's trying to get through his speech, right? And he doesn't know anything about
struggling.
games and that makes it even harder.
Right.
Because like if it was movies, he could probably fucking...
Right. Yeah, obviously sarcasm earlier. He has nothing to do with games.
No.
He doesn't know the different
No, he
games
says
that are
it in
being
his
presented.
speech. He's like, I have never...
never been big on games.
I've never played a game in my life.
He comes across senile.
A little.
Because he trips over his words.
Yeah, he's not saying things
more than
right.
a few times.
Yeah.
It's a short period he's speaking.
Yeah.
And he trips multiple times in the
Oh,
speaking.
I was like nervous as he was
I was
talking.
like, oh no.
I was like, someone help him.
You just put old Al Pacino out here just stumbling over his words.
And they keep cutting to the audience, and there, you get to see their reactions, and there's just people like mouthing "wow."
Yeah.
No, but they're like starstruck. Yeah, it's not a negative thing. And I'm just sitting there going like, he has nothing to do with this.
They're trying to add to the prestige
I
of
know,
it.
I
They're
know.
like, look, we want to be the Oscars.
Yeah, who can we get?
This huge thing. And I don't fault him for that.
He was just out getting a coffee and they grabbed him.
I know. They're like, hey, look, we'll give you X amount to fucking come on by.
You interested in giving out an award real quick? He's like, yeah, I was just getting a coffee.
Whatever, yeah. What's it for?
Where's the stage? It's for video games. Oh, I don't like that.
Well, how much was it again? Yeah, he goes. Takes the money.
That was kind of weird.
I don't fault him.
So, Kratos, the actor that plays Kratos, won Best Performance.
What's his name again?
I don't know.
All right, well, hey.
What is his name?
Shout out to you, voice actor.
No. He's got it. You gotta
give him the name drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
How ill prepared.
Yeah, I don't deserve any good things.
That's what I've been always saying. You know,
Yeah, well.
that you are a bad person, that you
Wow.
should be ashamed of the works that you create.
Yeah. Christopher Judge.
Oh, okay. Never mind what I was saying then.
Christopher Judge. And then the other kid is Sonny Sujak, who plays Loki /
Yeah, I'm sure you
Atreus.
pronounced that correct.
Probably not. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. He's not the important player here.
No, it's Christopher Judge.
Yeah.
He was on Stargate.
Was he really? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Huh.
I know him. Relax.
Sure you do.
I just told you he was on Stargate.
Yeah, he was just looking at the page for him.
You fucking liar.
Prove it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he gets up and his outfit is banging. It's like gold.
Oh,
He's like
yeah, he looks
dripping in
good.
gold. Yeah, he looks like a video game character. He's
Yeah,
dripping in gold and shit.
I wish I could pull something.
Yeah, I don't have
I
the
can't.
confidence
No,
to wear
I
that
don't.
either. He looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he goes on to give it's probably 9 minutes.
It's significant.
It's a long
It's a pretty
speech.
long speech.
You know, most speeches last between 2 and 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a good sweet spot.
He gives a 9-minute speech. This is his Oscars, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's his moment. How
And
many
you know what?
do you get?
Not to shit on him, he's earned it.
Oh, for sure.
He is one of the
Look, just saying boy there took it all out of me.
The thing of it is, though, is that he's not even the original actor for Kratos.
Oh, no kidding. I had no idea.
Nope.
Huh.
So they brought him on when they started this new series,
Really?
and
Okay.
he just fucking nailed. Like he's
Yeah.
become the
voice is
iconic
so
voice.
good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah. It's what you want.
Can you imagine he like goes through a drive-through? I'd like a large fry. Boy.
I would be going the Macho Man route of never using my real voice again.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Although his voice is oddly similar.
It's pretty close, but I would,
It's a little
I'd push
there's
it
a
there.
little bit.
Right. Everyone
Yeah, I don't think you ever go
in the
back.
drive-through.
Yeah. Just everything. The most mundane shit. He's like at the grocery store.
I'll have
that-
a Whopper.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Will that be cash or credit? Debit.
He's calling everyone boy.
Yeah, even like, the cashier's a woman. Boy. Atreus! She's like, my name is Jessica.
I'll have an extra sauce packet.
Yeah. Give me the ketchup.
I can't do it. I can't maintain it.
Hold the salt, boy. My sodium.
Yeah. So he gives this long
Speech. And you got poor old ass Al Pacino just waiting in the background, like getting winded.
He's struggling just to be there.
Yeah, he doesn't even know, he's like, I don't even know. God of War. What the fuck is that?
Who's this guy?
Yeah, who is this guy? They hug.
He has no idea.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, you
He's
do that.
confused. They're
So
sending
they,
him back.
they finally lead him off, right? And Jeff is furious
Yeah.
because Steam, so Valve, the company Valve, was giving away a Steam Deck every minute of the show.
Yeah. Something like 690 of them or something. I was
Yeah,
looking at
it's
the
an
overall stream.
incredible amount of money because they were like,
Yeah.
what are they, like $700 each
Oh,
or something?
yeah. They're expensive.
Right, it's not a joke.
No.
And you can just tell, like, Jeff is just like, oh, no.
Come on. Yeah. Move it along.
Yeah, so he's moving a mile a minute after that, which I thought was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. It's
right?
very funny.
So you start off pretty strong.
Right. Because that's right off the bat.
Right. Then there's a couple of just, lackluster sort of,
Right.
you know.
And look, not everything previewed was like, oh, game changer. There's some cool stuff, cool
Sure.
IPs.
Everything looks great now.
80s 2, awesome. That
right.
looks cool.
I'm on board with that.
I'm on board for Space Marine 2. I'm a big 40K guy. So that, that's cool stuff, but it's not game changing.
No. I mean, there were a couple of cool kind of, action games too, like
Sure.
that Ghost of Eden or whatever. Like, there's a couple of good things. So then they do a performance, right?
Yeah.
So they bring out Hosier, sings that "Take Me to Church" song.
Yeah.
And he must have done a song for God of War, right?
Dead Eyes.
Yeah, he was like very vacant.
Yeah, he's not. Again, it looks like one of these guys who just doesn't really care about the medium. He's just here. It's a paycheck.
Right, like he's going to sing the song. No passion at all.
Right.
But
You know who does have passion?
the performance is saved because behind him
Right.
is Bear McCreary, who, if you don't know who Bear McCreary is, I would say, and I'm going to get hate for this, he's probably the John Williams of our generation. He wrote the theme for Black Sails. He writes themes for movies.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pretty iconic composer.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, long hair, probably longer than mine,
Yeah, he's a very Christ-like figure.
jamming out
What's he jamming on?
a hurdy-gurdy.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
The hurdy-gurdy of all things.
And the thing of it is, you're going to laugh at this. I watched a video a while back about his opinion on the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, what's he think?
So he first discovered it writing the theme for Black Sails, that pirate show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
And he's fallen in love with it ever since, obviously, because he's bringing it over to the fucking...
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, this has got to be in everything.
Yeah, and he's got one... And
I love that he discovered it via pirates. That's where I discovered the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah. You were a
Sea
big
of
hurdy-gurdy
Thieves, I was a
player on Sea of
huge
Thieves.
hurdy-gurdy guy.
He's got like one from like the 1700s. Of course he does, right?
He's got a vintage
Yeah, he's got like a
hurdy-gurdy.
real...
Good for him.
Yeah, like people suffered to make it hurdy-gurdy. They still make them, but not for him.
Not
He
like
needs,
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
he needs the pain.
Yeah.
So I wanted to buy one.
Yeah, you were telling me you wanted to get one.
Yeah,
you saw the hurdy-gurdy
I
and
was
you're like,
like,
oh,
that-
well, I've got to have it.
Right, because you know me. I can kind of piece the,
Yeah, you're a
the
bit-
guitar and, whatever. I was like, I got to
little bit of
get...
musical sense in you.
Yeah, I got to get a hurdy-gurdy.
Right.
I just want to do pirate shanties like every day, right?
Right.
Like it's like my dream. Like I'd start my morning with a pirate shanty.
You'd wake up, you get out of bed, your hurdy-gurdy's right there.
Get on,
Where
go
else
on
would
the-
it be?
Right. Go on the deck though, because it's got to be a little something, right?
Your partner's still in bed, and you're like, oh, I'll wake her with a shanty.
Right. So I had mentioned it, right? Mm-hmm. And she didn't know.
Not a fan. All right.
She didn't know what it is.
Oh, didn't know?
No.
Oh.
So then I was like, let me show you what it is.
Yeah.
And I played her a video of the old hurdy-gurdy.
Right.
She put it to bed. And then she's like, well, how much is it?
Okay.
And I said, well, the cheapest one the cheapest one I could find is $3,000.
So, of course, she was elated. She's like, oh, my God, only $3,000
She's like,
for
buy
an
two.
instrument.
She goes,
I was like-
I'm going to chop your fingers off.
Oh,
Yeah.
immediate violence, yeah.
Which, would probably limit my ability to play the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah.
But I will say, when Catalyst really finally, hits the big leagues,
Right.
we're going to get one.
1,000 sales, OnlyFans, hurdy-gurdy content.
Well, once we get the office, we're going to have a hurdy-gurdy in the office.
Guaranteed.
It's going to be a requirement too that all employees sing a shanty.
So we start the day, very Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chants.
That's how I get you pumped up. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, just playing away. I love it.
Yeah, you got
it.
it. Yeah, so there's fake snow. Hosier does not blink.
Yeah, he's just not engaged.
It looks like a voodoo priestess stole his soul.
It's a zombie.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
puppeteered.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Oh, he's just going through the motions.
Yeah, he's
God.
singing the song. Bear McCreary is fucking rock. He's a rock star. He's rocking out like it's, the 80s.
Look,
So good.
Look, we'll get to it later. There was very passionate and very dispassionate musical performances this game awards.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll wrap back around to that.
So, the performance ended, right? It's fake snowing and shit.
Right,
Which is it's great. It's all in their
Sure.
hair and everything. It's
I know.
so good.
They're getting covered in it.
Covered in it. It's like asbestos.
It was the go-to for a very long time.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously Kojima's got a new game coming out.
Oh, yeah, Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
There's got to be a niche of people who are very excited for that.
Do you know what the problem I think is?
What is
He's a genius.
Right.
I'll fucking be the first to admit it.
Right. Of course he's a genius.
But like I feel like he's almost fallen in love with his own legend.
That's my take on it as well. He's heard that he's a genius. He's sat back. He thought about it. He's like, yeah, I am a genius.
Well, now that you mention it.
Yeah, now that you've said it to me, I am in fact a genius. He's gotten to that point of like the fart sniffing, like he's just wafting his own.
He does get an incredible amount of respect though.
Sure.
And it is merited.
Look at what he's made.
I know, it is merited, but the thing of it is Death Stranding is not for me.
No, I don't know who it is for.
It had an interesting potential. Like the fact that like people could build out the world.
Sure.
But it's too long.
Right. I get what was being done, but it's not a fun game.
Right, and it's not an MMO that people are going to tune in for 10 years, you know?
Right. I mean, we're getting a sequel to it already, so
right.
That should say enough.
So, I was kind of disheartened on that because I know they had leaked something else. Like he has a horror game in the works,
oh, really?
too.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. I didn't know he was engaging with that after PT.
Yeah, so he's got a horror game that leaked.
Fantastic.
And he was pissed off that it leaked, so I'm wondering if that's why they didn't
they
mention
didn't
it
drop
or whatever.
it here.
Yeah.
What a shame.
So... I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I guess more Death Stranding if you like it. That's
sure.
great.
If you're one of those people who's into the whole you like a walking sim. Sure.
Yeah, very cinematic.
Yeah. A lot of dead time in that game. It's not
You know what it's good for? It's really good for like Let's Plays.
You think so?
Yeah, if you cut out all the gameplay and just play.
Oh, yeah. The interesting bits. Right.
Yeah, just cut out the gameplay and play the
whenever
movie.
it becomes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I get that. No.
And then,
that's not wrong.
So then we had, a couple more announcements, and that, it's heating up now, right? Getting
Right.
some stuff that I'm getting excited for.
Right, yeah, like I said, there was a handful of, like, interesting things. We didn't necessarily agree on everything.
So we got Baldur's Gate finally coming out.
Yeah, I don't care.
What do you mean?
So, I don't know if you remember. I grabbed Baldur's Gate very shortly as it became available.
Yeah, it came out in early access, where they said, right up front, early access.
Sure. That being said,
Yeah.
this wasn't slightly buggy for me. This wasn't like, oh, it's a little unfinished. This was crashing every 10 minutes,
I think you and I look at it differently from this.
Okay.
Because when I bought it at full price to support them. That's why I pay full price for shit now. It's just to support a game dev. And I put it down.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll pick it back up when it's cooked.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, you're like a heroin addict.
Here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to need you to explain that.
You can't help it. It's like, just put it down, leave it alone.
Yeah,
You're
but
like, no, I got to get my fix right now.
I'm the addict, but you're the one picking it back up after it was bad to you the first time.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done now.
No. It was bad. Here's the thing. Don't you give me that fucking look. I got you into the old D&D.
You did.
I played through Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I loved this series.
You sound like a hipster.
Fuck you.
I liked D&D before it was cool.
I did. God, no. You know what? Let's go back to my gatekeeping. To hell with all you new age players.
He loves to,
I earned it. You didn't.
Yeah, partially proficient's the gatekeeper. Oh, standing at the
not
gate.
a good look.
Yeah. Jesus, mustache. Hold the line.
Yeah. You know what? I played Divinity. I love that publisher. God, if I could only remember their name at the moment.
Yep.
But what they did to me at Baldur's Gate 3, I won't accept it. I won't do it again.
What if it's like great?
The first impression, yeah, maybe. I'm not doing it.
Wow. I mean,
How many times? I was hours in, and it was just corrupting my save data, and I tried again, and it did it to me again, and I did it again, and it did it again.
Put it down. It corrupted your data. You go, oh, I guess it's not cooked yet. Put it down.
I paid full price.
Yeah, you supported a dev.
Yeah, and they fucked me. and I won't forgive
my
them.
God,
no,
dude.
won't be done.
Here's the thing: is it they announced a release date in the summer, right? Mm-hmm. If
Sure.
it comes out and it's still a buggy mess, I'm with you on it. But if it comes out and it's clean,
No.
I say fair pass.
Don't put it out if it can't even run.
They don't have money like others.
They're not a small publisher.
No, but they're not as big as the big boys.
Yeah, they're not a AAA, but, like, come on. This isn't a Kickstarter.
Right, but I would say the game is...
This isn't a Kickstarter.
No,
they don't need
it's
that
solid
money.
top tier AA.
Maybe.
From
We don't
graphics and
know.
everything and stuff.
Even if it is, the way they released it was unacceptable.
So you're boycotting it.
Yeah, I'm boycotting it after they got my money. I know, big fucking
Yeah,
deal.
like
but
they got your money and they're like, hey, we fixed all the shit that sucked. We finished the game.
I'm turning my nose up and going,
yeah, I won't
no.
play it. I've already supported you, but now I won't play it.
I know it's childish, but it makes me mad.
You're taking your ball and going home. That's
yeah,
it.
I've done that on multiple occasions. That's who I am.
So,
I'm not playing another one at the Game Awards, the Cyberpunk DLC.
all right,
not
hold on.
doing it.
I
Go to hell with it.
I said to you when Cyberpunk came out,
I know what you said to me.
I said, this is exactly how The Witcher was. When The Witcher 3 came out, it was a buggy mess. It took a couple years for them to fix it.
Look at you, looking down at me, looking down your nose, saying, I told you, Paul.
Yeah, guess what?
Look.
I've never beat Cyberpunk because I put it down until it was cooked.
They shouldn't sell it before it's
So that
cooked.
hold on, that
Why
one though.
is that the standard?
Hold on, that one was out of their control.
Out of their control.
Yeah, the board forced them to release it. It wasn't ready. That's come
still
out. That's come out.
internal to the company.
Sort of. I mean, the board, not the board, the shareholders.
Ah,
Yeah. They forced them to release it.
yeah, it's not good.
No.
I still won't touch it. How dare they?
It's good.
How dare they?
I've had, listen, every time they release a
I tried.
patch.
I wanted to care.
All right.
I tried.
So notice.
You watched Edge Runners and now you're like, oh yeah, I'm all the way back in.
No, here's the thing is I've been on CD Projekt Red's side since Witcher 2, really.
Yeah.
Witcher 1 was before I wasn't paying attention to shit then. Witcher 2 I liked. Mm-hmm. And then Witcher 3 is my game, period.
Sure.
And I got it for free because I built my first computer ever. I got a 960 or something.
Right. We're going into the romance of you and CD Projekt
And they were
Red.
giving away the card, so I got the thing for free.
Sure, you
So
love them.
my point of it is that I saw what happened with Witcher, so I know what happens with this dev. They're going to put the game out because they owe it to the shareholders.
Yeah, they owe it to them to release a piece of shit and then expect you to eat it. How dare they?
It was never a piece of shit.
It was pretty fucking bad.
It was buggy. It was
It
buggy.
was very buggy.
Fine, but it wasn't a piece of shit.
It had terrible frame rate. It constantly
What did you
crashed.
play it on?
I did the Series X.
Was the frame rate bad on the X?
Yes.
Oh.
It not as bad as like the older gen consoles.
Yeah.
But it still occasionally chugged.
Well, they released the next gen update. It's got a good
Cool.
frame rate. The graphics are better.
Too late.
It should have.
I'm big on
you know
first
what it
impressions.
Is it probably should have came out in 2021.
Maybe.
It's a great game.
First impressions mean a lot. You can't hit me with a buggy mess and then expect me to be like, oh, yeah, I'll come back
I haven't even beat it yet. I put it down because I knew.
Unbelievable.
I was like, I'll wait till it's fixed and then I'll
Great.
play it. And then obviously they did a cinematic trailer for Diablo 4.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of another company, look, this is the opposite of CD
It looks
Projekt
so
Red.
cool though.
Go to hell. Haha, Diablo, go to hell.
Yeah,
No,
I will in June.
fuck you. I just don't support them, okay? I can't
Yeah, they're
get
a
behind
bad company.
Blizzard. They're bad company. They're run by bad people.
Yeah, they are.
Look, you may or may not know this about me. I fucking love WoW Classic. I haven't played in well over a year. Canceled the subscription.
Good for
all
you.
Of it. I'm taking a stand. This
What
is
was
my
the final
crusade.
straw? Was it the harassment allegations?
Yeah, it's all that. I was like, look, I can't, in good conscience, keep supporting this company. Everything that's going on with them.
Here's the difficult thing, though, because you're not just like, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, like, you're just like, fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah.
Right. But
Good old fucking Kotick.
But there's
suck me.
Thousands of people below him that are not pieces of shit.
I know, but look, it's more than just him too. Like a lot of the upper leadership, you can't look. The people going in nowadays know who they're working for. Look, you and I both know this deal. We've both worked for one of America's most hated corporations, and you know that the vitriol spills on down to yourself.
Right, but if you love those games, if you love Diablo, like it's that's hard. That's a hard decision.
You know the hours I spent on Diablo 2.
No, I'm saying as a developer. I'm saying as a developer, if you love Diablo and you have an opportunity to work on it, even if it's working under the devil.
You can't do it. You gotta take a stand, you know? And it's not like they've gotten better. Diablo Immortal was a debacle with how insane the monetization was.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. They're designed to suck money.
Even for a mobile game, it was egregious.
I didn't touch it.
It was tens of thousands of dollars to reach max.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah, because I knew it was a mobile game.
But
and
look,
I know... Here's the thing.
They can't piss on the legacy of the series and then just be like, oh, and here's 4 for you. I will not hold on. You hold on. You hold on. This matters. How dare you?
If your friend is a psychopath, and you know your friend is a psychopath, but he's your friend...
don't point at me.
I'm not. I'm talking with my hands.
Fucking...
Yeah, point at me. No. You take the good and the bad. You know what you're getting with your psychopathic friend. That's just what Blizzard is. They're your psychopathic, narcissistic friend. They are.
You cut ties. The second
what do you mean you cut ties?
You're the guy who... Okay, so you're saying like, oh, I watched him put a hamster in the microwave once, but otherwise he's pretty cool.
That's pretty extreme.
You said psycho friend. Yeah.
I know, but I mean, you know.
Hey, look, what Bobby Kotick's doing is pretty extreme.
Listen, I'm the first one to say Bobby Kotick's a piece of shit.
So don't support Blizzard.
But I want to support the developers.
No, you don't. You just want to buy. You just want to buy Diablo 4.
Yeah, I do.
I like how you're trying to frame it like, I just want to support all those.
It could be two things. It doesn't have to be just one thing.
All the under developers, all these young talents.
Yeah, I just want to keep, pushing.
You want to really, increase their drive and let them know that they've done well. No, you just want to play Diablo 4. You don't want to fucking think about the moral implications of supporting this terrible company.
Your argument is invalid. You have a smartphone.
I know.
Okay.
I get to choose some hills to die on.
I just get right on with it.
You think I don't know I'm a hypocrite?
Okay.
Guess what? I've been loving playing Pokemon Scarlet. I know I'm a fucking hypocrite.
I did hear they're going to fix it, though.
Yeah, I've heard they've been moving in the right direction.
It was that bad that Nintendo was like, guys.
Oh, man, the frame rate was pretty... It was like...
Guys.
It was flip book levels of fucking frame rate. It was bad.
So then they did a trailer for Mario, the Mario movie.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
Yeah, they did that. And you know what's funny about it is that everyone sounds good except for Mario.
Oh, is he still
everyone else has nailed it.
See, here's the thing: is I heard that he finally put on an Italian accent in the new trailer, but it's still bad.
It's still Chris Pratt.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Listen, if they can, here's what you do: if they can take time to revamp Sonic's look, just let the Mario guy do the voice.
Yeah. God, why don't I remember his name either right now?
I met him at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Did you?
Yeah, he was nice.
I've heard he's an incredibly nice man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he's the voice of Mario. That's like winning the lottery.
And Wario and Luigi.
Yeah, I mean,
he's all of them.
So, yeah, everybody else does like a stellar job. Although I haven't heard Luigi's voice yet. They haven't showed him.
Yeah, that's the thing is I saw a couple of the previews, and it looked like the voices were all pretty good.
Yeah,
you know?
like Toad is good. It's Keegan-Michael Key, but it's still
Sure.
he does a good job.
Look,
like
that's fine.
Bowser sounds good. You know, he doesn't sound like deep voice Bowser. It's Jack. Well, he does
Jack
actually.
Black. No, he does a good
Yeah,
job.
no, he sounded great.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is like everyone else nailed it.
Is that like they get the characters?
Right. Well, I mean, because
Chris Pratt's just phoning it in.
You know what's
doesn't give a
insane
shit.
though? It's Mario. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Look, as far as like icons go, he is like maybe an inch behind the mouse.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say if you say Mario, even to people that don't game,
Right.
everyone knows
they can
Mario.
identify him.
Yeah.
And so you're going to take this character and you're just going to let some guy phone it in for the voice.
And he does. Even if there was an accent,
Insane.
it's still phoned in.
That's so bad. Crazy.
They should you know why I think they didn't let him do the voice?
Why is that?
They probably thought it was offensive. They're probably worried about like cancel culture.
Are you
and shit.
kidding me?
I believe that.
Yeah, because Mario's been canceled for a long time now.
I'm not saying.
Look, I get it. I know what you're saying. You're speaking for them, maybe out of whatever concerns they had. But that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
I mean, why else would you not? Why else would you not, though?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense that you wouldn't.
I think you're 100% right. This needs to go the Sonic route.
Yeah,
of
they gotta. He's got like.
redesigning.
Here's the thing. Chris Pratt is not, as big of a star as he was 10 years ago.
Right.
But here's. Did you see Love and Thunder?
I did not actually.
I watched it.
Yeah, I heard bad things.
Yeah, so he's in it for the first 10 minutes. He's fucking phoning that in. He's phoning in everything now.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He thinks he can ride on the name Chris Pratt at this point.
And I will tell you something right now.
He's not that big.
He's not that guy.
No.
You're not that guy,
For
buddy.
sure. No. The fuck does Chris Pratt think
That's
he
what I'm
is?
saying is like, I think, honestly, if you got rid of him and you put the video game voice of Mario in, it will do. Like, Sonic got a sequel because you fixed that homunculus.
Right, that fucking creature that they
like
previewed
I just
first.
don't like I just imagine in the boardroom they're like give him more human features.
Yeah.
Make Sonic seem more human.
Oh, Lord.
It's just very frustrating.
Charles Martinet.
Charles Martinet.
That was gonna kill me until I figured it
Yeah,
out.
you
Gotta love him.
He's a nice guy. He's been the voice of Mario forever.
Always. He's always been the guy.
Right. So it's just like, how can you like? And Nintendo is
You know what it is?
involved.
This is the opposite of the Kevin Conroy situation.
Yeah, it's the polar opposite.
You take the iconic voice, the one that is recognizable by everyone, the one that's still around and available, and you just said, nah, Chris Pratt.
And he does a shitty job.
And he doesn't care.
If Nintendo, I know Doug Bowser listens. Doug.
I'll add it to the crusade.
Doug.
I won't watch
I'm
it.
talking to Doug Bowser directly.
Yeah.
I need you to maybe delay the movie for a month. Get Charles in there. Get Pratt out of there.
Doug, have we ever done you wrong?
Never.
Not once. You listen to us. Good friends.
Here to help you.
Yeah, we care.
Kiss you on the forehead. That's all.
Well, that was... You like that?
Yeah. So you're boycotting the 3 cool-looking games that they announced.
Sure.
Okay.
Not all 3. Like, okay, I'm boycotting those, but there's more than there's other
those are the
games
ones,
that
huh?
look good.
So like that Behemoth looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
if
for
you're
a
into
VR type
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Look like what was it? Kind of
It's got a mix
Shadow
of
of the Colossus type feel.
And then like the climb is kind of the climb
they,
maybe.
They had a lot of games that look like
And they nailed they've nailed sword fighting from the beginning.
Yeah, that's always been good. They've got climb mechanics pretty well done in there so far. I think that could be great. Could be really
a
fun.
lot of fun, yeah, for sure.
It depends on execution. Could be incredibly jank as well. You know,
I don't know. I mean, I've played a couple. Did you play Saints and Sinners?
I did not know.
Solid.
I've played a lot of good good VR games.
Yeah, there's some good stuff out there.
They're tough to kind of come back to, just space and time wise, but
For sure. It's still in a very weird place.
they feel like they're not yet at the point of having AAA titles.
No, and you can run around Skyrim, right?
Sure.
But it's not made for VR.
No. And I would like to see that point where they break into like a AAA space.
I think they will.
I think so too, and I think that this game looks like a step in that direction.
You know what I think is going to happen though is they'll break into that space, and then you'll have the option to play traditionally or in VR.
I don't know, because I feel like anything that's going to feel AAA in VR
Has to be designed.
purpose made for it.
That's probably true.
I
That's
don't
probably
think you
true.
can design it any other way. It's such a unique space to be in.
So yeah, Behemoth.
That looked great.
Yeah,
Yep. There was
I'll
a few,
keep an eye out on that.
there was a few others that looked all right. We had
I gotta tell you
off-brand
though,
Dark Souls.
they keep pushing the MetaQuest.
Oh yeah.
$1,500 for that
Yeah,
shit.
the new Quest Pro. Yeah.
Oh, Quest Pro. Yeah. Sorry.
That was the one. Yeah. I don't know. It's got cool features.
It looks cool.
I think it has steps in the right direction for the technology. Here it has like face scanning.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's
And if Facebook wasn't going to sell your face to the police, it would be awesome.
I'm going to give them it. I don't care.
So would I.
Yeah,
I don't
this
give a
is
shit.
where the crusade ends. Is
Right,
that,
right. Fuck Bobby, but Zuck. All right.
Zuck, you're in. Yeah. Come on in, bud.
Congratulations, Marcus.
Yeah. Fucking robot.
Fucking Data.
Yeah. A little next generation.
Yeah, a little
for
bit.
me.
Looks exactly like him.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's
he is.
trying to be a
Instead of
Caesar, but he
Data.
looks like Data. Well, he's got the Marcus
Yeah, no,
haircut.
I'm always gonna see it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
you'll
like
never
he's like a
unsee him.
blend.
He's like Caesar and Data had a child. That's who Zucky is.
So yeah, he's pushing all that stuff. The face scanning. Look, we've been in.
Yeah.
It fucks with your perception of things.
Once the face scanning happens, you will not be able to distinguish real memories from VR.
Yeah, it's already kind of in a funky space, but that's gonna push it over the edge, in my opinion.
Very excited about
Yeah,
that.
I am too. Look, I'm not gonna pay $1,500 for this headset, but give it 5-10 years, that'll be the standard,
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to plug it into the back of my spine.
God, I'm ready. Fuck.
Boy. Plug it in. Yeah, we got
Plug me into the
we got the
VR,
B
boy.
version of Dark Souls, so
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah.
It
That's what I
looks,
was saying.
listen, Unreal 5, great. Like the shit they're doing with that engine.
Right. It looks pretty.
Yeah.
It looks very good.
I think it'll be clunkier
I think
than
the
Dark Souls.
art style is good. Yeah, no. Given their previous performance, I can't be too hyped on it, but it's a little extra Souls-like action where
Right,
we're
which I
going to
wanna-
have a
you
bit of
know.
a drought for a while, I think.
I think we'll get a DLC next year for Elden Ring.
Yeah, probably.
But
I mean,
as far as like a full game goes, we're probably about 3 years out.
they
maybe.
recently just added the Coliseum type DLC, and I'll
I'm saying like
definitely
I'm
be
saying like a
grinding
story. I think
That.
we'll get a story
I know
DLC.
what you're talking about, like a real full one. And yeah, I'm game for that. But another full-length game to play while
got
we're
a
waiting
couple-
on it.
Yeah, we got a couple of years.
I'm good for that. I'll be happy with it.
So
And
then,
speaking of which,
so they the way the game award, for those of you who don't know, the way the game awards work is they kind of pepper in all these cool announcements and stuff, and then they save what they would consider the big one for last, right?
Sure,
Like the
sure.
last big announcement before they do Game of the Year,
right?
and they
Here's a little fucking FromSoft action.
right. So the way they frame it initially, I'm thinking Dark Souls 4.
Right.
Let the cinders burn. Lords
Oh,
of
yeah.
Cinder. Dark Souls 4.
Yeah, you are huge on it.
I'm half erect.
Hey, look, I'm with you.
I know.
Jumped up.
I'm like, I thought we weren't going back to Dark Souls, and now I'm thinking like, Miyazaki, you scoundrel.
You sly dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little disappointed that it ended up being Armored Core 4.
Not me. Love
no,
it.
most people are very excited.
I'm huge on Armored Core.
And you
I
know what?
played Armored Core
Oh.
before I touched Demon Souls
If
for
they
the
didn't
first
say
time.
burn, let the cinders burn, I would have been fine. It's just that you've got my hopes up.
Relax. You're
You
gonna
got-
love it. You're gonna get.
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
get in the mech, and
Listen,
you're gonna be like, "Look at
Diablo
this guy."
4. Listen,
How
Diablo
fucking
4.
dare you compare FromSoft and Blizzard?
I'll do
You
what I want.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Not even sort
No,
of.
FromSoft. Let me ask you this:
Rat fuck.
from a, I would say, what do you think? Santa Monica and FromSoft are probably the top studios
Like
right
they,
now.
yeah. They just don't put out anything bad.
Yeah, they really don't.
It's just wall-to-wall hits. Yeah, pretty much.
That's bizarre, man.
Yeah, could you imagine being that on all the time?
It's got to be stressful.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, the weight of the crown, you know?
Probably worse at FromSoft, I imagine.
Right. Can you imagine how they're torturing those devs?
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, it's sweatshop levels.
So before they announced the game of the year,
They go from Armored Core, huge, you know.
yeah, there were some.
Some of
there
us
was,
more
listen,
excited than others.
But even with getting my hopes dashed, I'm still on board for Mech.
Right, we'll play it.
So far, I'd say the Kevin Conroy. I thought that the Christopher Judge speech was really good. Hurdy-gurdy. I thought that was really a highlight for me.
Right.
You know, those are like the three big ones, right?
Yeah, those were all big moments. I appreciate them.
And then the orchestra came on.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
And they basically what they do is they play a little snippet from each of the games of
Yeah.
the nominees of the
Right,
games of the
right.
year.
Speaking of the nominees, it was pretty good.
So, for those of you that don't game, Elden Ring and God of War are
Near perfect.
near perfect games, I would say.
Yeah.
Everything else that was in that category was in there because they needed to fill it out.
Right. They're great games.
They all-
Stray.
like Stray's a great AA game.
Was it Xenoblade 3 or Xeno? Yeah.
Xenoblade 3 is a great, if you're into that sort of thing,
Right.
it's top
and that's the
tier.
thing is like, some of them are like, yeah, if you like this kind of game, it's there. You got Horizon, which, again,
Dude,
what a year to release in.
Horizon, you got to feel bad for Gorilla, right?
They just keep doing it.
I don't think it's them, though. I think it's Sony, because they're a first-party studio.
Right.
So
right.
Sony's just like, yeah, make it come out a week after Elden Ring releases.
Or, yeah, the
Or the
first
same
one.
week when Breath of the
Breath
Wild.
of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And the thing
stand
is that
no
any other
chance
year, they're
for Game of the Year.
Yeah, they're great games.
Right. I could see them conceivably winning Game of the Year in a different year.
And I think everyone agrees, like, because it's getting a VR edition, it's getting DLC for the second one.
Sure.
Everyone's
Yep.
like, yeah, it's a good game. But
Not even in the same
no one even cheered for it.
ballpark.
Nobody even cheered
Oh
for
my
it.
god, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
'Cause you know what everyone's waiting for? They're waiting for the big two. Who's
Right.
going to win?
Is it going to be Elden Ring or God
War?
of War? So
Right.
Elden Ring's more traditional video
Right.
game. God of War is a bit more cinematic, but there are people online saying it's an interactive movie, which is fucking bullshit.
Really? Yeah, that's dog shit.
It's a game.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the orchestra, right?
Yeah.
And
There's one figure who really pops out at you.
he is a hero, and that is the man who plays
You have
the flute.
a group of people, all very like what you expect from an orchestra, very like
Serious.
elegant
Yeah,
and serious.
Yeah, everything's flowing.
Flowing with the instruments.
It's the
And
elves.
One guy just jamming.
Yeah, he's the dwarf. Somehow they let the dwarf
Oh,
in.
he's a bard. He's jamming
Oh my
on the
God,
flute.
he's fucking amazing, dude. He's jamming so hard, right? And he's playing the flute, which just is such a juxtaposition on what he should
Yeah.
be doing.
They cut away from. They
He's
cut
got a
back.
different
He's got a different flute. It's a whole
It's
different
incredible.
deal.
He switches like 3 times.
He's trying to wrap the others into his energy too. He's like looking over at
And
them.
no
He's
one is
grooving.
biting.
Right.
No one's biting.
They're
But
like,
it does, you think
"Oh,
that deters
man."
flute guy?
No, he just goes. God, I love him. What a hero.
Dude, he's
exactly what we needed.
He's the hero we need.
Absolutely.
Incredible. And then it finishes and he does a God of War fucking scream.
Oh, yeah. He's up there. He's pumping his fist. He's jumping up. He's like...
Afro ablaze.
Oh, his energy is infectious. And yet, none of the rest of them are like coming aboard.
He's like hanging loose people.
Yeah.
Too, giving them the hang loose thing.
Yeah. What a hero. Love him.
That was my highlight.
He has to be in every Game Awards.
Up until that point, that was my highlight.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's been in them all.
Really? Has he?
Here's the thing. He was the same way last year and no one picked up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to go back.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
I'm going to be watching these and just...
He literally has the same energy. And I remember
wish
watching
I
it and
could
going
have
like,
that passion
does
for life.
nobody else see what this motherfucker is doing right now?
Unreal.
Yeah, he's there every year.
He has the passion for life I wish I did.
Yeah, you wish you cared about anything the way that guy plays the fucking flute.
Yeah, the way this man loves playing the flute.
He might be Pan. You don't know.
Yeah, he could. Yeah,
He's just
maybe
Pan
he's
in
an
human form.
ancient Greek deity.
I think so.
Can't prove you wrong.
So that was the highlight until
Like 5 minutes later.
I was like, there's no way they're going to top flute guy. Boy, was I wrong. So,
Yeah.
They announce all the nominees, and it's down to the wire, God of War and Elden Ring.
Right.
And Elden Ring takes it.
Yeah.
Which is the right
I
decision.
support. Yeah.
God of War swept in all the other categories it was in.
Yep.
Except for fan choice. Genshin Impact won that.
Ooh.
All
right.
Well, you got to figure Genshin Impact probably has more players than God of War.
Sure. That's what it is.
So it's a little bittersweet because God of War is incredible.
Right, of course. It's disappointing to see such a perfect game
But you can't.
not win in the year it's in.
I know, but Elden Ring, and I've
But
said
it would have
this.
felt even worse with Elden Ring.
Right. So Miyazaki gives his speech.
Right. He goes up there with the retinue.
Miyazaki is the director.
Director
yeah,
of the games,
he's considered he is a genius.
I would put him as above Kojima in being a genius.
We have to protect him at all costs.
Oh, he's like everything he touches is a masterpiece.
So he gives the speech, right, and he's with his dev team, but there's this guy, like,
Kind of sneaks on up with him, yeah.
yeah, he's like in the background, and you're looking at him.
He doesn't quite fit in. He's not obviously a Japanese man.
Just to be
as
clear,
the rest
like
of them.
FromSoft is a company out of Japan,
Right.
so everyone that works there is Japanese.
Right, and they kind of all get up as a group, and you watch them walk over, and at some point as they're walking over, they just get this little tagger on, you know?
Right, and so, but he's like, he like taps the guy on the shoulder, so you're like,
Right.
wait, is he part of the team?
He's got the confidence to sell it that he's supposed to be there.
My brain is on fire at this
Right.
point, because I'm like, who the fuck, is this his son? Maybe he has some, like, random kid.
Right. Someone's illegitimate
Right,
child.
I'm thinking that, or I'm like, maybe he's like a prodigy coder or something that they just brought up.
Right. This child prodigy
Right,
who's
my
helped
brain is
designing
going
the games.
nuts. So he gives a speech, and it's pretty, it's fine. He's just like, I'm going to make better games.
Yeah, like Elden Ring wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm going to do better than this.
And I'm just like, I would marry you, sir.
Yeah,
I'm like ready. I'm like, listen, if you want me, I will leave my
Right.
old life behind.
if you do make better than this, like, you can have what you want.
Yeah,
from me.
take it, boy. So the thing
Yeah.
ends, right? And we're about to close out the show.
Right.
And then our mystery man steps up to the
My
mic.
turn.
And he goes, "Hi, it's Martin. I want to dedicate this award
Yeah.
to my friend, or no, my former, what is it? My
Reform.
yeah, I want to dedicate this award to my Reformed Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
There's like 4 people that clap.
Yeah. The audience isn't sure what to make. It's
Right.
like
They still don't know who the fuck he is, so they're just like, well, we have to clap out of respect in case he's from
this
software.
is a part of the show.
Then the security like swarm on him.
Yeah,
they don't tackle him or anything.
No,
they just like take him. And then Jeff has to give the outro, and he's
anger
and
fuming.
and you know what? He has every right to be angry.
Right. This guy just right at the end of the show, one of the most memorable bits, what people, like the taste people are going to be left with afterwards.
You have had an incredible, like, I would say it was an incredible show.
One of the best Game Awards, if not the best Game Awards.
And
right.
All props to Jeff Keighley because he does a phenomenal job.
Right. This is his baby.
Right.
Like,
so he's put a tremendous amount of work in. He's rolled with the punches, right? He's made an enemy of Valve.
Right. And this 15-year-old comes up and just pisses in his Cheerios.
Right at the end.
Right there. Yeah.
But it's not just pissing in his Cheerios. He you don't insult me, you know.
No, yeah. With Miyazaki right there, because if he hasn't just soured the relationship with Steam at this point.
Right, now Miyazaki's like, I'm not ever coming back to this.
This is the show? You let this child up on stage with me?
Right, like how dare you?
Unbelievable.
So
what a moment,
so immediately after the show, after, right? This is why I love living in the future. The memes, dude,
instantaneous. Yeah.
You have that. You know when you beat a boss in Elden Ring, right?
Yeah.
It says what is it?
Enemy
like great
defeat,
soul vanquished or something. Yeah. So somebody drops a meme that says child arrested with the font and shit. It's so good.
It's just the whole thing.
Yeah, and then there's another one that has the kid, right?
Not in a sexual sense,
saying the speech, and they put him in red, like you've been invaded by a dark spirit.
Dark Spirit Martin.
Yeah, Dark Spirit Martin. So I'm working on a little. I got a little something.
Good.
Yeah. It's going on the store today, actually.
Hey, buy it up, guys. You know what the deal is.
Yeah.
You know what you get when we
Reformed
hit that 1,000
Orthodox
point.
Rabbi. Bill Clinton was trending after the show.
Good for him. Yeah, well, I don't know. I was about to say good for him. I don't know. Look, let's keep my support or lack thereof
had you known
nebulous
that he was,
for Bill Clinton.
He was such an integral part of Elden Ring lore.
Yeah,
maybe
huge Elden Ring character.
Maybe you think a little differently about him.
So Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, of course. Yeah.
Also, the hashtag free him was trending. Because Keighley went on after the show and said the individual who interrupted our Game of the Year moment has been arrested.
Oh,
no. And then the hashtag free. They arrested a 15-year-old.
Good.
That's the thing, is he was so mad he had a child arrested. Like, they looked at him and they were like, Jeff, what do you want to do?
Let him rot.
What do you want to do, Jeff?
Lock him away.
And Jeff probably looked him in the eyes and said, take him. Boy. You've ruined my show. Best moment of the night.
Oh, great Game Awards, though. Really,
absolutely.
Very interesting. Lots of moments. That was a very good one.
Let's
Loved
put
it.
this one to bed.
Sure.
All right, Paul. As always, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I love to be here.
What do you got going on?
Nothing.
All right. All right.
Partially Proficient's dead for the moment, but
no.
I get a lot of backup content that just needs to be edited
you gotta
down.
Edit those videos,
it's the worst part of the job. I hate it.
Oh yeah.
I know. But you know it is. We'll get it out there at some point, and you can follow the TikTok to find out when it comes.
All right, guys. So we're on CatalystCrafting.com is the main website. Catalyst Creations NH is the Etsy store. We're killing it. 400 items, so you'll find something you like. Follow us on all the social platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, all under Catalyst Creations or Catalyst Crafting. We're on Hive if that ever comes back.
I don't even know what that is.
Check out the YouTube page. We post videos, we post the podcast and everything. And
oh yeah.
Let me know what you guys think. I mean, what do you think about the Game Awards? Have you heard of it, first of all? That's a big one.
Right, yeah.
Are you excited about one final performance from Kevin Conroy? Are you worried about Al Pacino? Do you love Kratos? How do you feel about the hurdy-gurdy?
Do you give your money to evil corporations like Blizzard?
Are you friends with the Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton? All right, crew. I'll catch you on the next one.